So everyone talks about Baton Rouge as a whole. Before you pick areas like Prairieville, Central, Zachary, Denham Springs, or Baton Rouge proper, you need to understand the trade-offs you're actually signing up for long-term. Because what most buyers realize after they move here that Baton Rouge is not one market, and we don't have counties in Louisiana, we have parishes. You have 5 completely different lifestyles competing for the same buyer. And if you choose the wrong, it's not a small mistake. It's commute stress, school regret, flood risk, or resale issues that hit you later. So today, I'm breaking down the biggest surprises buyers discover way too late, where people are actually moving right now, and the hidden costs nobody talks about. Let's get into it. Number 1 area we're going to talk about is going to be Prairieville, Louisiana. This is where most people think they want to move. New construction, newer schools, bigger homes, master plan communities. On paper, it checks every box. And for the past 5 to 7 years, Prairieville has been one of the fastest growing areas in the entire metro. Ascension Parish added thousands of new residents every year. But here's the trade-off, the commute. If you work anywhere near Baton Rouge, LSU, or the medical corridor, that can easily hit a drive time of 45 minutes to over an hour during peak times. And that's not rare, that's daily life here, y'all. Airline Highway, I-10, Highland Road, they bottleneck hard. I'm telling you, I live this life. So what looks like more house for the money turns into time you're giving up every single day. Pricing in the Prairieville area typically runs in the mid 300s is the average, all the way up to the 500s is the average between those two numbers, the 3 to the 500,000 for newer construction. Larger upgraded builds push well beyond that. And flood zones are something you must check in this area because insurance costs can change your monthly payment more than your interest rate. Prairieville works if you want base, newer homes, and you don't mind that 25-minute baseline commute without traffic. 2 communities I love out here and that my past clients have loved is the Meadows at Oak Grove. It has the community pool in it, and Belle Sabine right off of that Geismar exit because they like the convenience of being right off of the interstate. But if you have drive time is a deal breaker, let's talk about the next area, and that's going to be Denham Springs Walker area. And if budget is a real factor, and for most buyers it is, Denham Springs and Walker offer the best value per dollar in the entire Baton Rouge metro. If you're getting more home, your larger lots, and more for your money than almost anywhere else. New construction is booming out here with builders like DSLD, Alvarez Construction, Level Homes, and AP Dotson are all very active builders in this community. 2 communities worth noting out here is going to be the Nickens Lake community, which has a beautiful lake, great size lots. Then the Greystone Country Club community, which brings more of an upscale golf community vibe with amenities that are generally impressive for this price range. Livingston Parish has been investing in infrastructure and schools as the population grows, and you've got everything out here. You have a movie theater, the big box stores, and we're even getting a Target in the Denham Springs area, and that's the biggest news ever. Great restaurants, but 2 things you need to know if you're moving to this area. Number 1 is the flood history. Livingston Parish was hit hard in 2016. Many areas have been rebuilt and replanned with better drainage, but flood zone research here is non-negotiable. I check every address for showing property out here. Understanding your insurance costs up front can save you a ton of money and stress. And number 2 is the commute. Getting from Denham Springs or Walker into the Baton Rouge area via I-12, the interstate, that can back up significantly during peak hours. Over some buyers, it's manageable. For others, after a few months, it becomes a grind. Third area we're going to talk about is Zachary. Zachary has a reputation, and I want to be honest about what's real and what changed. You've probably heard Zachary has great schools, and yes, Zachary Community District is solid and ranks well in Louisiana rankings according to niche.com. But here's what I'm actually seeing on the ground. People aren't moving to Zachary anymore just for the schools. They're moving there because they want land, they want larger lots, and honestly, they want room to breathe. Two communities that keeps coming up in conversation with my buyers is Americana and Copper Ridge. Americana community is walkable. Buyers love, they can walk, eat, hit the YMCA after work, play some tennis. They have a swimming pool. Copper Mill has tennis courts. They also have a pool, and it's a golf course community as well in Copper Mill. Both are fantastic communities. Both are well established, strong resale, and top rated in Zachary. And there are a few brand new communities going up right now as well, so stay tuned. Pricing runs in the low 300s to the mid 800s in Zachary according to how much land you're getting with your property. Larger builds are going beyond that. And here's something worth noting in Zachary. It's a steady market. It's not flashy or volatile. It holds its value. In real estate, steady is actually really good. Lifestyle-wise, Zachary has grown. There are great local restaurants and boutique shopping here right in the community. But if you want more variety, more dining, more shopping, entertainment, theater, well, you're going to have to drive to Baton Rouge for that. And the commute depends heavily on where you work. If you're heading north towards the industrial plant, Zachary is actually very convenient. Going south towards LSU or southeast Baton Rouge, the medical district every day, well, that drive adds up, and you're looking at a solid hour commute if you're making that drive. But hey, if you're getting some value out of this video, tap that like button. It really helps the algorithm reach more people who are looking to relocate to Baton Rouge. Thank you. And number 4 is Central. Let me stop and correct something, because the way most people describe Central is completely wrong. Central is not what you think it is. It's located northeast of Baton Rouge. People assume there's nothing there but the great schools. It's actually the opposite. But Central does have an independent school district that is excellent, and that reputation is real. But what most people don't know is that Central has 2 wonderful walkable mixed-use communities that totally change the lifestyle equation there. The first one's going to be the settlement at Shoe Creek. This is a walkable community where you can literally walk to the grocery store, restaurants, go to the bank, go shopping at your favorite little boutiques, and more. And a place that people think of just as rural. That's remarkable. The second walkable community is going to be Magnolia Squares, which features a higher-end walkable steakhouse you can go to and other shops there as well. The community also has a community pool. Again, that's not what people expect when they picture Central. Central also has a lot of rural land and acreage with homes with acreage, which is a real draw as many of the other areas are built out. And new construction in Central is active right now. So you're not choosing between rural and new. You can have both. The cons, Central is a commute into Baton Rouge if you're working in Baton Rouge daily. That can usually be around 25 minutes to get into Baton Rouge when there's no traffic. But same as everywhere, you need to check your flood zones and be aware of past flooding history in Central. And if a commute drive times is a problem, Central may not be for you. 5th on our list is going to be Baton Rouge proper. If you want to be right in the middle of the city and wanted all the conveniences of the city life, well, Baton Rouge proper may be worth considering. Popular neighborhoods for some of my past clients have been Resale and the settlement at Willow Grove. Also, like the Mid-City Garden District areas, also been really popular. The pro here is you have convenience. You choose to live close to the best shopping, the best restaurants, and usually close to your employer, typically on a school bus route, and you can get anywhere in the city in this location for under 15 minutes non-traffic hours. The con is traffic can be a nightmare in these areas at peak times, and especially on LSU game day. And according to niche.com, another con is these public schools in East Baton Rouge Parish don't have the high rankings that the other surrounding parishes have. So if schools are a top priority and you do not want to choose private schools, that's something definitely to factor in. But if you love being in the heart of the city, Baton Rouge proper may be the right fit for you. My name is Sharon. I was born and raised here in Louisiana, and I've been selling real estate for over 15 years. I love helping families just like yours when they're relocating to Baton Rouge. And my info is popping up on the screen right now. It is also in the description below, and feel free to schedule a one-on-one Zoom call for me, and that link is going to be below. And until next time.